Welcome back, boys and girls. And today is September 27th, and tomorrow is the first day of the bear hunt. Now in Virginia, in fall season, we only have 3 days. And this is my first bear hunt ever, but just my luck. It was nice and cool in the past few days, and tomorrow it's gonna get really hot. I mean, nasty hot. In the afternoon, it's gonna go up to 83. In the morning, it's gonna be about mid-60s, so I'm only gonna hunt the morning. And I heard that bears' meat tends to go bad really quick because they have a lot of fat and they have very heavy furs. If I do get a bear, I have to make sure I put an ice pack inside the body cavity so I won't spoil my meat. And Tuesday and Wednesday, we're gonna have rain. Just my luck. I might have to carry my blind and just sit in there, but whatever I have to do, I'm gonna be out there for 3 days, and hopefully God will bless me with a bear, because my first hunt ever for elk hunt last year in Montana public land, I got a nice big mature cow, so I'm hoping God will bless me again. Now in Virginia, we're not allowed to bait anything for the hunt. So in most states, I think they bait the bear hunt, so you see bear coming to big drums of food or whatever, and you get to pick the one you want to shoot and you shoot it. But here, we just have to pray the bear will come our way. And in the fall, I heard the bear doesn't really have particular set time. They're constantly moving, looking for the food for the winter. But we still have the highest chance of getting a bear in the early morning and late evening. I also studied the bear shot placement. They're a little different from the deer. On the deer, you're supposed to shoot right behind the shoulder and a little bit lower, aiming for the heart. For the bears, their vital organs are set a little bit back. So you want to aim for the middle of the body and then a little bit forward. And because of their fur, sometimes you might think their body is this big, but actually a lot of it could be a fur. So you want to aim right for the middle. If you aim a little bit lower, you might actually just nick the lower part of the body. And I want to thank my hunting buddy Steve for letting me hunt on his property. We have a little bit of understanding. I let him come and hunt on the property that I'm leasing right now, and he's gonna let me hunt the bears at his property. So thank you, Steve. And to avoid the same mistake of shooting at something that's underpowered gun, like 10mm I did the other day, I'm taking my 7mm Remington Magnum, and the ammunition is what I reloaded with 150 grain Barnes tape. This should be more than enough. Now, where I will be hunting, and we still have a lot of leaves, the maximum distance that I'll be able to see is about 100 yards. So just 3 days ago, I went out to the range and checked my zero with my rifle at 50 yards and 100 yards. And I shot it with power 5 on my scope, and it was right on it. So I only need to take a one shot at 50 and one shot at 100. Take a look. I'm starting my rifle at 1500 yards for the black bear hunt. So I'm gonna zero in at 50, scope power at 5. I'm gonna go for the middle upper target. Bullseye. Dead center. Okay, this is at 50 yards, and that's 50 yards with my 7 mag dead center. I'm happy with that. Okay, I only took one shot at 50 because he hit dead center. So I'm gonna go for 100 yards, same middle upper target. I'll put a new sticker on it. All right, we're good. Okay, this is 100 yards, 7 mag. Now with the first focal plane, the cross gets really small at power 5. That's touching the bullseye, so I'm really happy about that. It's now 6:35, and I'm ready for my first bear hunt. Around 7:25, there was 3 does that came in, and one of them was on the hip. She had her tail sticking back, and she was urinating, and she was also licking her behind. And I was busy watching them, and then I looked to my left, and there was a really nice 8-point buck looking right up at me at 15 yards. And we had a standoff for probably over 5 minutes. And he knew I was up there. He just didn't know who I was or what I was. So not to get busted, I just had my head tucked down, looking at his feet. And I was just waiting for him to start walking again. Even that buck knew I was up there. He didn't want to lose a doe. So after a long standoff, he finally decided to walk, headed straight for that spot where she urinated. As soon as he moved, I knew it was my chance. So I'm looking at it, and that's a nice buck. I'm not aiming at him to shoot him. I have the camera mounted on my scope. So this is the only way I could have filmed him. I just hope I could see him again next week. That's probably about 135, 140 class. 35. And there are two dogs out there. They're constantly feeding. They are not bothered by my horrible grunting. That was a distress call, and I saw on YouTube, Melissa was able to call in a black bear with that. Okay, tomorrow is the last day of the bear hunt, so I'm gonna try everything I can that's legal. Now this is by Tanks, Bear Smoking Sticks, and that's by the Wildlife Research Center. It's supposed to attract bear with a sweet smell. Being in the woods, I realized I might need a fast follow-up shot. So instead of taking my 7 mag bolt action, I'm gonna switch to 338 Federal in AR-10 platform, and I'll be shooting 20-gram bullet, a bear medicine. It is now 7:10, Wednesday, last day of the bear hunt. I got the insane out. I'm gonna try everything and see what happens. And if not, I'm going home and get ready for the archery season. About 8:15, I had 3 does come in. But they kind of knew something wasn't right, especially the second one. She was kind of looking up at me, so I kind of hid behind the tree trying to hide myself. But she was kind of looking right at my direction, knowing something isn't right. And she's trying to smell who I was. She's trying to identify who I was. And she started to stump a little bit and stick her nose in the air. And then she didn't feel good about it, so she started doing that little bobbing. Now, right here is the now or never kind of situation. Obviously, this was the bear season, so I can't shoot any deer. But if I was to hunt deer, and right at this moment it's now or never kind of situation, I will be aiming right there for a shot. Now, if you wait too long and they start walking away, then the shot becomes very iffy. Okay, this is the end of my first 3 day of bear hunt, and the score is bear of 3 and me zip. I gotta tell you, man, hunting a black bear without bait seems to be really tough. I didn't know how difficult it was, but I haven't even seen a ass of a bear. I've seen countless deer, and I also met my buck of the year. And I'll be looking for him come next week because the archery season starts from this Saturday. But this Saturday we have Korean Thanksgiving holiday, so I'll be spending my time with my family, but I'll be out next week again, hoping to meet that bug again. And lastly, like always, thank God for what you have, enjoy your life with what you got, but mostly remember, get excited about the next hunt. See ya.